It is July 13, unto or. And this is the E-month anniversary of when I was in the Chicago area. And I rode a Metrotron from Palatine to Chicago, and then from Chicago to Winnetka. And the weather was too fucking hot then, but it wasn't as bad as it is today. At least it was a lower dew point. Oh. I mentioned anyone's name, but someone was nice enough to give me that when I had my sessions with them. Hope I didn't have it last time. Hopefully next time. I didn't have any. I'm monitoring the situation with the supply chain. I haven't made a supply chain video since I was in the Chicago area in April of last year, so it's been a while. So I'm monitoring the yakisoba soup I love so much, and I got enough of that in stock. I'm just gonna buy tuna for tuna helper and some cucumbers after I'm done with my video that I gotta be discreet about. And it doesn't seem, well, I do the math, you do the math. That appears to be not so bad. It's like 80% full. But then I move on to the pasta, and that's hurting more. My God, that's about if the 60% full at best. And then the actual spaghetti. I remember they Cub Foods used to have 7 spaghetti, and they stopped carrying that a long time ago. Those fucking bastards. I hate it when something that I like is taken away from me. The only place you can get it is Lunds and Byerly's, and I'm afraid they might stop carrying it. And then my only other option is Amazon. My fucking asthma is acting up a bit. My fucking anxiety is kind of bad. I gotta get through this video without any runs in with any assholes. Yeah, the pastas and the supply chain has never gotten back to par since the pandemic began. Oh, I forgot to look into the toilet paper or figure out where that is. The pasta, this is probably, considering they faced everything up front, probably about 40% full. So 60% wiped out. So it's not really getting any better, or at least it hasn't gotten any worse. It got better for a while, then it got worse again. One of my first 4K videos of the supply chain. I made a supply chain video of the Jewel in Lombard when I was in the Chicago area, the town I grew up in, the town I've lived in since I dropped out my mother's what? Way a long time back in 1960. I went to Aldi and they didn't have the fucking tuna. That sucks. Chicken breast. That offends me that they call it that. Archie Bunker was offended. He said that they should call it chicken breast, chicken chest. It offends me because they should call it chicken tits. Where's the tuna? I went to Aldi and they didn't have. Oh God, I hope they're not out. They only had at Aldi. They only had the. Oh fuck! It looks like they have. God, wore it on for a fucking can. I don't see the Cub Foods brand. Shit, that's gonna cost me a fortune to get that. Fuck. Oh, I think I. Chunk tuna. But I see the. Oh God, I gotta hope there's some more behind it. Oh fuck. And with the same date. Oh shit. Oh, that's not it. Oh fuck. I might just buy these or. So they're hard by the fucking supply chain. They don't have the. I like the chunk white tuna. It's a little less expensive than some of the other brands. Oh, it's got to have the same date on it. But it's going through. I might just say, fuck it, I'll just keep an eye on it. It's not nearly as much as I was hoping. I'm covering up the wins. Oh, where's the apple juice? I get the apple juice and then the toilet paper. glad there weren't any people here. There's people in the store. Yeah, the apple juice. But yeah, there's the Old Orchard apple juice. So I'm not going to get any apple juice. I'm pretty well stocked up on that. Except what's on the bottom. Except for the last shelf, it's not too bad. It looks, if you drop off the bottom shelf, it's about, I'd say 79% full. It's difficult to do the math. But the bottom shelf, that's a different matter. That's quite a bit of that. I mean, like half of, I'd say 79% was on the bottom shelf is wiped out. The rest of it is, well, I don't usually get, it's more wiped out here. It's about I'd say it's no more than 50% full. To the toilet paper. Where's the toilet paper? And then I always conclude with the pet supply. Because those cats have it. The cats have Asperger's. Oh, this is the pet stuff. Wait a minute. Oh my God. Oh, the Tampax. There's something there, I can't say it. Where's the toilet paper? Oh, fuck, that's something I didn't look for. Where's the toilet paper? Don't tell me that. I'm looking for toilet paper. I'm looking for the toilet paper. It's gotta be around here somewhere. Where's the toilet paper? I'm looking for the toilet paper. I just can't see it. Diapers. Ugh. Procreation. I hate it with a passion. Oh, here's the toilet paper. If that person will leave, I'll just point at the tampons. I'll say it later. Paper towels. Hey, obviously it's still pretty wiped out. It's better than when the pandemic began, when the shelves were completely wiped out of toilet paper. And it's still about 50% empty, 50-50. But when the pandemic began over years ago, stores were completely wiped out with toilet paper. It made me wonder, how were people able to wipe their stinky, smelly ass after they took a shit? If they were out of toilet paper and they went to the store and then there was none to be found. Now in person, the color of this Angel Soft is green, but for some reason the phone is making it blue. Don't ask me, I don't know why. I don't know what's causing that. What do they call it? Bathroom tissue. There was one brand that actually called it toilet paper. I thought that we have evolved and people didn't have a stick up their ass and they started actually accepting of course it should be called shit wiping paper. Or some, I don't see, they don't call it anything here with the Charmin. Oh God, oh, that's paper towels. Bathroom tissue. I forgot the brand, but one brand called it bath tissue. People don't use toilet paper to take a bath. Use the wipe there. Use it to wipe their stinky, smelly ass after they take a shit. Okay, that might have. They should call it shit wiping paper. I know that might offend someone. So let's make a compromise. Let's call it poo removal material. That way you'll be telling the truth. You won't be as offensive. And speaking of which, oh God, I gotta get to the cat food. I gotta make this short and fast. Short and fast. Because I'm looking at the tampons with pearls. And what does pearls have to do with bleeding out of your twat? I had to say the quiet part out quiet. I got to the most controversial part of the video. Now to the pet food where we'll conclude the video. It's dog food. Where's the cat food? Dog food. Well, that's bird food. That's wiped out pretty bad. That's like, oh my God, it's like 15% full. Okay, where's the cat food? I don't think I'd go buy it. I don't know. I thought I saw cat litter everywhere. Now I don't see it. I don't have much time left. These are all dogs. Oh God. Oh, here we go. There's the cat litter. The cat has diabetes. He's going through so much fucking cat litter. I'm just breaking my back every time I lift the garbage to dump in the dumpster. It weighs so much. It sucks. I hate it. Why that shit have to happen? But I conclude with the cat food, which, oh my God, this is horrible. This is like, I mean, I estimate that, this section here is about an I% full. An I%, it's really in bad shape. The supply chain really is in bad shape with the pet food, right? Not the cat food. And the canned cat food, that got better than it used to be, but I only got a couple of minutes left. So, if you notice that this cat over here has Asperger's. This cat, oh God, I'm having trouble getting, this cat is on the autism spectrum. I could just tell. And it looks like another cat I had before had diabetes, and this cat definitely looks like it's on the autism spectrum. And that cat over there, that cat is also on the autism spectrum. And there's so little cat food left. Yeah, that cat is on the autism spectrum. I can tell because it stares out into space, and so does that cat. That cat is on the autism spectrum as well. And that cat is on the autism spectrum. I can tell because that cat kind of stares out into space. Oh, and that cat is really on the autism spectrum. That cat is staring out into space, and that's how I can tell that the cat is on the autism spectrum. Most of these pussies are on the autism spectrum. And I know that most cats are on the autism spectrum because they have a mind of their own. Just like I do.